Hey brewers, welcome back to Grain to Glass. Another fucked up Friday for you. This new one, this is a cool ass little thing right here. The Mini 360 Core Actuator Regulator from Kegland. This little sucker is a game changer. Like, you've had the beer gun, you know, you can haul your big ass CO2 out with you to the park if you want. This allows you to take your beer with you, take your kegs with you, and dispense them anywhere you want using either a SodaStream bottle or these little CO2, these 16-gram suckers, also from Kegland, okay? So rather than haul this guy with your regulator and all your stuff, and this is empty. It gets a lot heavier when it's full. To the park, you got hoses going everywhere, you got all this stuff. No, okay? So let's open her up. I'm gonna show you how this little baby works. So this is her. She's got this on the bottom for the little 16-gram, or you can unscrew this guy, and then you can screw this big sucker in there, okay? But we'll get there. It also gives you a couple little bits for different types of connections and whatnot. So let's give it a shot. Unfortunately, my SodaStream is empty, but we'll be able to still try her out with our 16-gram cartridges. Let's get right into it. So let's start with the SodaStream. Unscrew that, screw on in our SodaStream bottle, right till it's nice and tight. Then this guy on the top, I was kind of wondering what that does, is what actually depresses the button, if you will, on the top of your SodaStream. So you just turn that in and bam, now we're ready to rock. Of course, we got it all the way off, otherwise we'd be pissing CO2 everywhere right now. So we'll keep this on here. One option you can do, you can attach your MFL or whatever you can do, you can attach it here, or you can unscrew this and unscrew this right here and actually change that spot. Let's give that a shot, because I want to mount this right onto the side of our keg like this. So we're going to change it from the side to the bottom. We just unscrew this little screw, probably not even all the way, maybe all the way. Don't want to lose that guy, so let's be careful. See? Now that just popped out. We loosen the other one. Okay, that's almost all the way out. Now we can pop out this guy. And then we'll change the plug over to the first side, screw that back in, put our MFL back into here, screw that in. Okay, so that's sealed up now. So if we want to mount this on the side, it's gonna look like a beaut. We take a ball lock MFL. Now, if you like the Duo-Tight stuff, you can still do that with the Duo-Tight. I'm gonna show that to you in a minute. Screw this guy in. And then I want it to be straight up and down, so we're gonna make that happen. Gotta learn how to operate a crescent wrench. So, and with the seal as it is, it actually gives us a little bit of play here. So, we're gonna just, boom. Isn't that a beauty of a little setup? Ready for the park, like, come on, one-hander. Yeah, like, I'm gonna buy some of these little kegs, and just to do this, just take, you know, no more growlers, no more nothing, just grab and go, baby. So you're like, Brad, I don't want to mount it to the side. I want to just have it sit off to the side. Maybe I'm doing a big keg, maybe I'm doing a bunch of little small kegs, maybe even those little growlers, and this now becomes too tall to sit on a little growler. So I'm just gonna step off here and I'm gonna grab a Duo-Tight fitting, a couple of these, take this off here, and that's where this little extra bit that comes in there is. People go, what the hell is that, Brad? That little sucker? That is ready for our Duo-Tight. So we just go, whoop, and then we're gonna get a little piece of hose to go to our ball lock or pin lock connector. Hey Kev, you grab me a piece of rigid hose about that long, please? So now we'll take this one out again. Why they had to make it flathead? We've had various other things that aren't flathead. That's one of my annoyances. I'd like to, I mean, I'm sure flathead screws were an amazing innovation in like the 1600s or some kind of shit, but like, come on, it's 2023. So pull that out, put that in, and remember, it could go on the side too if you like that better. Screw it back on. Any second, Kev's gonna be here with our EVA barrier tubing. Thank you, Kevin. And then I'm just out of the Duo-Tight ball lock connector, so we're just gonna use a regular MFL connector with a Duo-Tight fitting. Now, because Duo-Tight's so amazing, we just go, boop. If this actually had some pressure in it, we'd set our pressure to our serving pressure using the black knob right here. I'm just gonna leave it all off right now. So now we have a standalone. Boom, it can be anywhere. Anywhere you want, you can keep it in your pocket. Let's see if I can keep it in my pocket. Look at that, in my pocket. Is that a CO2 tank in your pocket? Yes, it is. Okay, that's one option. Now, I actually want to pour a pint, so I have this other keg that actually has some beer in it. It's not nearly as shiny as this one. I wanted to show you on the old shiny system. We're gonna actually pour a pint, but we're gonna use our little CO2 cartridges. Takes about 2 of these to actually dispense an entire 5-gallon keg. Remember this piece? We're gonna put that back in. We're gonna unscrew our pokey thing. There we go. Screw that back in. Give her a little tighten. Gonna screw in our cartridge. Notice how we don't hear any of that. It's because we haven't, attached this yet. So, attach that. Now we're gonna screw this down. I'm gonna guess we're gonna hear a little of some kind. Okay, and that's pierced it. I just heard it pierce. Now let's dial this sucker up. We don't need very much. We're only gonna go up to about just around 10 PSI there, okay? And there we go. Now we got some pressure. Okay, so now we'll take our handy dandy little side of the keg with our sick grain to glass. There we go. All right, let's give it a rip. I just shook this keg up and this is homebrew, so it's probably gonna be cloudy as hell, but I'm pretty confident we're gonna get some beer out of this mother. And there we go. Like I said, very shaken up, so we're a little bit foamy there. But if this was a keg from, say, our friends at Torque or Sucrums or Oxus or, grain to glass, lowly us, this would pour very much nicer than that. But you can even see I got some sediment in there, like I've been shaking this keg up all day. But beer came out, didn't it? That's right. And sediment is the most healthy part of the beer for you, so I've been told, full of the anti-hangover vitamin. Let's test that theory. I've already had 4 or 5. Let's see if I feel good tomorrow. It's a pretty ugly beer, but man, it tastes good. And that's that. So like, in this case, I would probably just do the old hang off the side thing because this is so small, right? I've done this once before. You just take it to a party and you just walk around like peg leg all day. And like the best part is, unlike most loads, it gets lighter as the day goes on, not the other way around. Plus you can just force everyone to just be like, just watch out. These little suckers get really cold. Holy moly. Picnic, party, Bud's place, you name it. You can take your beer anywhere with this thing and it's not even very expensive. Kegland, I love ya. Cheers.